Welcome back to the Pursuit of Accuracy. I'm Josh, and today we're going to be looking at a budget thermal, but I think overall we're going to be talking about thermals in general and are they getting more accessible? So historically, thermals cost a lot of money, And if you were looking at thermals, that were affordable, they were pretty much junk. And I think that those days are over with. Now, is this budget thermal comparative to a $5,000 to $7,000 Trijicon, Night Hunter, or something like that? No, obviously not. But they have come a long ways. And for under $1,000, you can get something, especially if you're not looking to go out there and shoot 400, 500, 600 yards. Now, you could probably do it with this. But I really think to do that, to be ethical, you do need those very high-end thermals with bigger sensor sizes, those kind of things. Now, for something like this, for me, for a lot of people who have property, and I have surrounding properties and they have pest problems. So I have pests that I have to keep in check here year round. And the best way to do it is at night with a super quiet rifle. And these guys did reach out to me, Goyojo, and this is Chinese. It is under $1,000, a 384 sensor thermal. And yeah, let's get you behind it. Let's get you shooting. But I just wanted to say up front that I'm not a thermal expert. I don't kill coyotes at 400, 500, 600 yards for a living. I don't do it, as a sponsored shooter. I'm a normal guy who shoots rifles, who has property with pests, who uses thermals inside 100, 150 yards at night for pest control, which is what I think a lot of you guys do. So I wanted to be upfront about this, that I'm not an expert, the foremost expert on thermals, just a guy who uses thermals, who has used thermals off and on for a couple years. And yeah, lately it's gotten a lot better for a lot less money. So yeah, we're gonna take a look at this Goyojo GRL 335. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about the other one, the 325, what you can expect to pay, what I like about it, what I don't like about it, because there are things that I don't like about this. And I'm going to let you guys see, because we're going to be recording through this while you're looking at me. We're just going to be shooting it here on the range. And yeah, we're going to talk about it, and you'll see if this is something that's going to work for you or not. All right, so we're just going to be on a bag here, but first let me get this fired up. The first thing you're going to notice on this while I start it up, and I'll have some B-roll pictures for you, is there's not a lot going on here, which I like. Because on some thermals, budget thermals, there's just crap everywhere. That can be super confusing. There's a power button, a menu, and an up and down arrow. You get to know those really easily. Now, there's basically a standard set of features. The one-shot zeros where you can kind of freeze it, move the reticle. That's in here. What you don't have is you don't have a laser rangefinder, and this is around 800 bucks. So I don't think you can really expect to get that. Another thing I don't like is that out of all the color options, you have a white hot, red, and all the other things. You don't have a black hot. Sometimes I do like the black hot. I'm not sure, personal preference of mine, but you do not have that here. Another pro is this is an 18650. Let me go ahead and get this recording. So you were looking at about 30 yards. I have some targets there. This is probably the worst time of day to come out here. There's my 50-yard KYL. Here's a look down my range. There is an external focus up there. See, I'll bring that in and out of focus for you guys. Very easy to use. Try and get this focused on these guys. And overall, yeah, it's just a very simple to use design. And let me go through. There you can see some of the different ones. That is iron red, this is green hot, this is fusion, ice fire, I have no idea, I do not like this one, and red hot, and white hot. And those two look very, very similar to me. Let's get a mag in this. And again, the zero process was super easy, but we're just going to shoot at this guy. Find this guy, and you can see very easy to use. Got a little bit of refresh. This is a 55 hertz refresh. There we go, kind of shielded in there. Let's actually zoom back out, and you can see this. This is just a dead tree in front of us. You can even kind of see that deal there. Gonna look past you guys out to about 100 yards. You can see we got some, what do we got out there? We got something glowing out there. Let's see if we can focus in on it. Go up. So you can see, of course, at full on power here in the middle of the day, 4x digital zoom, it's going to start looking pixelated. You're going to see that across basically any budget thermal, no matter what you're looking at. Of course, it's going to get better at night. And let's take a look. It looks pretty good though for the money, to be totally honest with you guys. Let me get off to the side here. I mean, that's a pretty good looking image for 800 bucks. Thermals have truly come a long way. So overall, it's going to be a really quick video because I don't have many complaints about this. Like I said, to kind of summarize this, the cons, I wish it had black hot. Also, one we didn't talk about, this housing here, this uses like a camera front lens cover. I don't like it. I wish it had a flip open. I wish this had a built-in like flip open cap to use, because the little one that you get, you kind of got to squeeze and stick in here. I just find them annoying, and when you're trying to get them on and it's dark, it's a pain. You lose them. Just not my favorite setup, but everything else about this, the price point, the image quality for what you're getting, but overall, lots of options for not a lot of money. Is this going to be right for you? I don't know. That's going to be totally up to you. Thermals, it seems like every month there's a new thermal on the market. It would be impossible for me to review this against every other thermal for its price point. For what it sells for, I would be completely happy with this, to be totally honest with you. For the price point also, you're going to be looking at Chinese thermals. That's just the bottom line. You're not going to get away from that in this price point. So if you don't want to buy a Chinese thermal, then you're going to need to spend a lot more money. And unfortunately, that's just where we are right now. So I appreciate you guys watching. If you have any questions about it, let me know. I've been using this off and on for a couple weeks. My dad is going to kind of take this over and start using it. So if there's any issues that pop up along the way, I will come back and make another video talking about any issues we ran into. So far, I haven't had any problem. It's held zero. It's easy as zero. Obviously, I need to refine it a little bit more. We put it on this rifle like yesterday, just for the purpose of my dad taking this and using this at his property. But I had it on a different rifle before then. The zero never changed. I never had an issue. I used it on air guns, hunting beavers, all sorts of things. But appreciate you guys watching. Catch you on the next one.